Welcome back to Crazy Dave's Crew. I'm Laura, and you're watching Thursday Threads. So let's do another unit for the storm at sea. In the previous Thursday Threads, we talked about this unit, which is with the diamond and the little half rectangles to making it into a rectangle unit. So we're going to call this unit 1 and this unit 2. Then we'll do unit 3. Today we're doing unit 2. Now I cheated a little bit. I did go ahead and pick up the Marty Mitchell Volume 2 Perfect Patchwork System. And in it I got some more little templates because I found this block right here. It's an odd size, a little bit more than 4 1/4 square, just a smidge more than 4 1/4. So I did use this as my guide for making my squares. Now the system also came up with a triangle for doing your square in a square. But I believe that's what that's called, is a square in a square. So it does come with the triangle. But like I've said before, I don't like to cut it this close. So I figured out that if I made 3 by 3 inch squares and then cut them diagonally, they're a little bit bigger than they're supposed to be, but I'm also going to trim it down, and that gives me a little bit of wiggle room. So all I'm going to do is cut a 3 by 3 block. And by making it just a smidgen bigger than what it really has to be, yeah, I'm using up a little bit of fabric, but it's just a smidge, and it does give me some wiggle room, and I don't have to worry if my fabric slips on me. Because you do need to understand and know your habits. Do you tend to slip a little bit while you're trimming, squaring up? Do you tend to go a little bit deeper than your 1/4 inch seam? You know, there's little things that you need to be aware of. And I said, I tend to cut it close, so I'd prefer to have a little bit of wiggle room. So I also found doing all the dog ears really wore on me. She is great. I like her Perfect Patchwork System. It's a great place to start. It gets you all the dimensions that you need. And then I think y'all can figure it out after this. Put one on each side, and then we're going to put one on the other sides. And that's what it's going to look like. You're going to want to square this to be a 4 1/2 by 4 1/2 inch block. And before I measure out and do the 4 1/2 by 4 1/2, I want to take a look at where my points are. Of course, there's your 1/4 inch. So I'm going to put that here. Let's use the 3. So right there's my 1/4 inch. Now I'm not even across, so I am going to want to bring this down just a little bit so that the 2 3/4 goes all the way across into that diamond, that triangle. You see, it was really nice. It was perfectly even on that side. Just had to trim a little bit off there. And just do the same thing on the other sides. Make sure you're straight across by the point to point. Okay, now I'm at the 3.5 mark right here. Comes across to the point. It's that one. 3.5 to 3.5. And this is nice when you see it at the 1/4 inch mark on both sides. That's a yes moment. Now if I measure, I should be at 4.5 and 4.5. How awesome is that? Yay! Just enough here. So if my math is correct, you're going to want 40 of unit 2. So you're going to need 40 of the, odd shaped little squares and 160 of your triangles to make a total of 40 of unit 2. Yardage. So you're going to need about 1/2 yard for your centerpiece. So that's about 1/2 yard. And about 1 to 1.25 yards for the outside edges. So we've got piece 3 and piece 4. Piece 3, you need about 1/2 yard. And piece 4, you need about 1 to 1.25 yards. And that will make your unit 2. How fun is that? So I didn't quite get my 67 for unit 1 done this past week. But I should be able to get my 40 unit 2 and finish up my unit 1. And then next week, look at that, we've got a square and a square and a square. Gonna be too easy. Next week we'll do unit 3 and then we'll start putting things together. But I have a small problem. I need your help. I can't decide on what to be my border. So this is going to be on my top and all my sides and my bottom. So my question is, so we've got A, B, or C. And this is like a dark navy with some gold metallic. So help me out. What do y'all think? A, B, or C? So let me know what you think. So what do y'all think? A, B, or C? The dark brown, kind of a crackle dark brown, the white with the gold lightning, or the dark blue with the metallic gold? So let me know what y'all think. And then next week, we will work on Unit C and start putting it together. And I will tell you, I've made some oopses, but I'm okay with that. Because every time I make an oops, I learn from it, and I like to think I get better. I have a favorite saying, I don't make the same mistake twice. I always make bigger and better ones. But we're all learning, we're all practicing, and we should all be inspiring each other. So let's support each other. Join us on Facebook, Sewing and Crocheting for Beginners. Also on cdcrew.com. I know we haven't been putting up a lot of things on there, but still working on it. Still working on it. It'll come. It will. My husband was really busy with helping the church with the tornado that came through on Easter Sunday. And he's still been working. He's essential. Works for a bank and is in IT. He's doubly essential. So no, I know he's being run off his feet, but I think he's loving every minute of it. So we will see you next week to finish up our Storm at Sea. We've done Unit 1. Now we've done Unit 2. Next week we'll do Unit 3, and we'll be putting this together. Please be sure to subscribe and to like. Let me know which fabric you like for the border, and don't forget to come back. I will see you next time, right here on Crazy Dave's Crew. Thank you so much for watching.